What up, YouTube? Marcus Crockett here with another video, and I was just recording nothing, talking to the phone, or the phone cut off. That shit told me I was talking way too long. But here's the thing. If I was gonna start a commercial cleaning company today, let's say I have all of the essentials. I have my business license, I have my EIN, I have my business bank account, I have my liability insurance. I have all of the stuff that I need to go ahead and start conducting business, right? When I look back, when I very first started, I didn't have a big budget, and I knew that for me to stand out, I was gonna have to spend a decent amount of money in marketing. That's where it goes, because I'll make another video about that. But initially, when you start off, you need to focus a lot on the marketing aspect of it. So being that I didn't have a lot of money, and I kind of had to kick and scratch and learn things the hard way, now looking back at it, I would do things completely different, right? So if I was just starting out, my marketing budget is literally next to nothing. What I would do is I would go to a property management company. Now, I would go to a property management company for this simple reason, right? When you go to a property management company, they're in the business of managing properties. Part of managing a property is making sure that it's clean, and that it is making sure that it's clean and that it is presentable for their customers or patrons, or whatever it is that the property is there for, whatever its intended use is for. When people go there, they want to make sure that it's clean. The same way when you go to a dental office, right, or a bank, there's a bank manager or an operations manager or a facilities manager. There's always some sort of manager whose job it is to oversee all of the aspects that take place into whatever the business is, to make it flow smoothly. So if I don't have any money, my money's real short, I'm gonna go to a property management company, because they are the person, or if they're not the person, they can get me in touch with the person who can give me the green light. By green light, I mean put us in a position where we can go in and service their accounts, and they're gonna sign us a check, right? So that's what I would do. And I would do that because, unlike a bank or a dental office or a school, a property management company manages multiple properties, right? They manage multiple properties, and you have the ability to scale a lot faster and a lot cheaper than you would if you were going out doing, the things the other way, the traditional way, right? However it is that you go about getting business. So I can say right now that we're under contract with one other property management company, and that property management company, through their business and relationships, is probably responsible for maybe like $40,000 or $50,000 worth of our business a year. So why am I bringing up property management companies, other than the fact that that's what I would do if I was just starting out? So when I started the cleaning company, I also took interest in photography. I don't know why the hell I took interest in photography. I don't know what it was, but I took interest in it. I liked it. I still like it. I liked it to the point so much where I started to I was starting to get good at it. Good enough to where people wanted to pay me. So I had my business office, and then I went ahead and I opened a photography studio. When I opened the photography studio, one of the first things that came to my mind, right, because I'm always thinking about marketing and always thinking about making connections, so on and so forth, is like, man, this bathroom in here is dirty as hell. Like, this shit is dirty. And I went to the property manager at the time, and I let them know, like, hey, you guys know that I own a cleaning company, yada yada yada, boom boom boom. They really weren't interested, because they were having somebody in-house do it, and they were saving a whole lot more money doing it that way. All right, no worries. So fast forward to yesterday. I am on the tail end of tomorrow is the last day of my lease. I have to meet with the new property management company to sign over, or basically to do the final walkthrough, and that way I can get my deposit back. So I meet with them. we're walking the property, and he's like, man, this place really is dirty. Like, not the studio, but the building overall, right? He said it's dirty, and I've been getting a lot of complaints. And he brings up the fact, like, Marcus, you know, you own a cleaning company, right? I'm like, yeah, I own a cleaning company. Now, the reason why he knows that is because when I signed the lease, they want to know, how else do you get income? What's your main source of income? And that's when I put the cleaning business stuff on there, right? So, he knows now that I do that. So he offers me the opportunity to go ahead and walk the building, which I did, get the measurements and send him over the proposal, which I will do probably tomorrow. I'll send it over to him. But while I'm in the proposal, that me just going through there is probably going to be around $800 or $900 a month, just off the top of my head. I have to go ahead and put everything into the calculator and make it all make sense. But so that's a couple $100 there, right? And before we left, he also said, hey, you know what? I even have 2 other properties in Bellevue. Now, Bellevue is like maybe 30 minutes away from me, and it's a city right outside of Seattle. It's probably one of the more affluent cities in the state. A lot of really big companies there, like Nordstrom's headquarters is there, T-Mobile's corporate office is there, Microsoft is like on the border of Bellevue, and it's a lot of money in that area, right? So I know there's going to be a lot more opportunities out that way. But just with me having a short conversation with one property manager, I know for a fact that is going to bring in another $100,000 a year. And it may not be with those accounts by themselves, but that property manager, as long as we go in, as long as my team goes in and they do the job that they're supposed to do, and there's no real reason why they shouldn't, it'll bring in he will be impressed enough to be able to go ahead and connect me with people in his network group. So other property managers, other colleagues, other companies that he used to work for. And it always happens like that. It's not just with property managers, but with some of our other accounts that we service, whether administrative offices, dental offices, whatever it is, we always get referrals because I have it built into the way that we do things. It's structured into the model for us to be able to incentivize our current customer, whatever. I'm going way off. But anyways, so I know that we're going to get another $100,000 a year at least through his network, right? And then so you got to just look, like, think of how many property management companies are out there. How many property management companies are in your area, right? So again, like, if you're just now starting off, look at property management companies, and sometimes they may offer you more work than you can take on, but you have to know what it is that you can do. Know your limitations. Don't just take a contract for the sake of, like, oh, I got my first contract and now you really can't do the work. It's always okay to say, my company, thanks for the opportunity, but I don't feel like my company is really mature enough to take on this responsibility yet. If you guys have anything smaller, let me know. We are still growing our team. I know that this will be something that we'll be able to address in the future. Yada yada, right? Make it make sense for you. Don't just turn business down. You know what I mean? Always be in position to take advantage of any opportunity that presents itself. You know what I'm saying? But guys, like I say, man, I'm always dropping jewels. Make sure you're in position to pick them up. Like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.